Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today I will be going over Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. I'll be going over Cathie Wood and ARK Invest and how they've been doubling down on their investment in this company, buying the dip and strengthening their position. And I'll also be going over a huge new deal for Palantir with Amazon Web Services and how this will affect the stock moving forward. And also, as always, I'll be giving you guys a technical analysis on this stock and some plays that I think you guys could take moving forward. But before we get into that, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we put out a new video. And I also have my Instagram linked down below if you guys want to check out that as well. I post a bunch of nice content on there about the channel, so that would give you some more information about what's going on here. And also, on this channel, we just hit a huge milestone of 100 subscribers. I figured out this morning that when I woke up, we were past the 100 subscriber mark. It was amazing. I can't tell you guys how blessed I am for the support that I've been getting on this channel, and it just motivates me that much more to be coming out with some more fire content for you guys. But with that said, let's get right into it. So Palantir Technologies, kind of looking at this daily chart right here, a quick rundown. We were kind of trading around this $10 mark. We have a pretty big run up into this zone here around the $20 to $30 range. We consolidate kind of in this area for a while. Then we get a nice break out of it. We come up all the way to almost, I want to say, yeah, $45. And then we are currently kind of in this downtrend range. It looks like we're kind of consolidating back in this $20 to $30 range that we were in before. We kind of broke back down into this range. And then in the most recent candle, it seems that we have this long wick kind of breaking out to the downside out of this range, but it looks like the buyers kind of bought us back up into this. And then pre-market here on Monday, it looks like we are going to be opening a little below the closing price of around 23.51 from a close of 23.95, which isn't looking super great here on Monday, March 8th, I believe. It's only about 7:30 in the morning, and I've kind of looked at the overall market, and it looks like everything is kind of a bit down today, unfortunately, again. But it is early. We still have about 2 hours till market open. So hopefully in those 2 hours, we can find some more bullish momentum and send all these stocks up a little higher out of these bearish ranges today. But moving on, I want to take a look at Cathie Wood's ARK Invest. I have an article here on Seeking Alpha. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest adds 3.4 million Palantir shares. So on Friday, Cathie Wood's ARK Investment added about 3.4 million Palantir shares. Now this is about 2 weeks ago. So this article was published on March 1st. And then again, the next week, it added even more, I think about 2.3 million shares on Wednesday. So in total, they're up, almost 6 million shares in the past 2 weeks. ARK Innovation added about 2.5 million shares, and ARK Next Generation Internet picked up about 868. Palantir shares, okay, that's not really important. But the important thing is Cathie Wood's ARK Invest is doubling down. They're buying up more shares, and they really like the stock at a lower price where it is currently. And you guys can pick this up if it does open today at a little lower price. If it keeps going down, you guys can get an even bigger discount than what Cathie Wood's in this ARK Invest team was getting when they purchased these shares. Obviously, they were purchasing it last week to 2 weeks ago, so the stock price was a little higher. You can now get it at an even greater discount if you are long-term bullish on this company. The stock has been going down recently, mostly because those earnings weren't the greatest that they came out with. However, I mean, they still showed like huge revenues. The company looks to have long-term momentum going forward. I think this company has great technology. What they're doing, they have huge deals obviously coming up. We're talking about Amazon Web Services, the brand new deal that they have with them. They have past dealings with like the U.S. government, the government and Great Britain, they have these huge deals that can drum up a lot of revenue. And the main reason that their earnings weren't the greatest is because they paid their employees a little more compensation. This time around, it kind of pushed their profits kind of into the negatives a little bit. But I mean, that's okay. They obviously came out still with huge revenues, which I think just shows how well this company can really do. Moving on into this deal, I want to kind of talk about here on Yahoo. We have Palantir and AWS team up for ERP suite. Palantir Technologies Inc. announced Friday its new enterprise resource planning ERP system with Amazon.com cloud service platform. Amazon Web Services will be available to all AWS customers. And this is a huge deal, guys. Amazon is obviously a huge company, and they have so many customers going through their site, so much information being trafficked on this site. This is going to be a huge test for Palantir Technologies, and if it's successful, we can see this company being picked up by pretty much everyone. I mean, if you're working with Amazon, a bunch of other companies are going to be working with you as well. Palantir's ERP suite is optimized to run on AWS to assist customers with data integration and analysis. The suite has already been adopted by a number of enterprises, including BP, British Petroleum, and Lanxess, to enable significant cost savings within weeks. And that is huge. They are saving so much money for huge companies. And this assisting customers with data integration and analysis is the most important thing. In today's world, with everything being online, this data and the data analysis, being able to take the data and make decisions from it, is the most important thing. If you cannot make decisions from your data and other people can, they're going to make way better decisions from you, and they are going to get a lot farther from those decisions than you are without it. But also, something I wanted to point out is Palantir has been working with AWS over the past year on a number of different projects and believes companies that adopt its new ERP suite will be quick to see results. Within 2 weeks of installing the ERP suite, BP was able to unlock approximately 50 million in working capital and has the potential to unlock further savings if applied across their worldwide supply chain. I don't care what company you are, but if you are getting 50 million in working capital just drum up from this ERP suite, it is 100% worth it. If you can get anywhere near that number, that is a huge amount of money to be saving, no matter what size the company. But the ERP suite is now available for for all AWS customers and can be deployed within days. We're excited to be working with Palantir to make this suite of tools available on AWS and to help our customers get insights faster, unlocking the data they already have. This is from Teresa Carlson, the Vice President of Worldwide Public Sector and Industries at AWS. So we already have Amazon coming out and saying, we really like the Palantir technology. We think it's going to be great for our customers to get the insights from that data and then make better decisions from that data, which is huge. Palantir, this technology, working with Amazon, is a huge deal for them. Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world, if not the biggest company in the world. So if your technology can work for them and add a value to their customers, all these other companies are going to take a look at this and be like, wow, this could be huge for my company. It could take us to a whole new level, save us tons of money. So I think this deal for Palantir is going to be huge. We'll definitely see how it affects it moving forward. If we have Amazon coming out and saying good things about it, and it shows in Palantir's earnings, that it's benefiting both sides. I think this could really affect the stock moving forward and send this back up out of that range that we talked about previously. But let's get into a little bit of technical analysis on Palantir. So it seems as though we are coming back down even further in the pre-market from when I spoke to you guys earlier. We're down to about 23, 28. We are definitely coming down to test the support that we were able to stay above. I like this support here. We've kind of been testing it in the past on this last consolidation. Could not break. It seems like a pretty strong support. And then even as close as recently in the past couple of days, last week, We have come down to test this again, but this seems to be a pretty strong support. We kind of have a huge empty wick here, which is a little frightening. It could definitely come down to test that wick. So if it does today end up breaking the support, we will then create new support probably here on this wick in the past, maybe even let's just call it here. As we talked about in some of my other videos, these candle wicks are almost like breadcrumbs to where the candle will then fill in the later candles. So you definitely have to be wary of that. If we do get a close below this support here on the daily candle, expect this candle wick to be filled eventually and then test this new support. Coming out of this range as a resistance, I would say it would be here would be our first resistance. The first play would probably to hold this support here, get a strong bullish candle moving up, and then you would take it then to this first resistance here. In another zone, if it does break past this resistance, to be wary about would be this 50 EMA. This would be a kind of area of a little trouble for the price if it does come up to here. That would be definitely a place that I would be cautioned. We could even possibly move this up to here. That would probably be a better kind of range, kind of open this up a little bit more. And then we would kind of get this candle here involved in this resistance. So the first play I would say for long term would be to hopefully come down to this resistance or the support, test this as a support, and then we bounce off the support, get a strong bullish candle off the support, kind of prove that we have some bullish momentum coming out of the support, and then we would look to take it there all the way up to this resistance, taking our first partial profit here. So this would be our first partial profit. If it does get a break above that, we were looking to come up all the way up to here, 38.26. So this is kind of our long-term plays on here. I also kind of wanted to take a look here on the shorter term for Palantir, just in case if you're not really looking for these long-term plays, you're looking to more just kind of trade this stock and strictly be in on the short term. Let's take a look on the 30-minute, kind of get a closer view of what's going on here. So let's move this support for the trading. If you're looking to be in this short term, we'll move this up to here to where these 30-minute candles are here at 20, basically $21. And then we will keep this support, this daily support. We are currently at 23.27, so you can look forward to kind of today, see if this stock kind of wants to retest this support. If we do get a retest of the support, and then we get a strong bullish candle coming out of this, we can then look for it to retest the next resistance level here at 25.23 based on these past candles of resistance here where it could not break above. So we'll be using that as our resistance here. So we'll be looking for, again, a retest of the support, break above, strong bullish candle, and then come up to this next resistance to test. The next area I kind of wanted to point out to you guys as kind of a trouble area would be here at 26.41. Just because of this 200 EMA, this could be a very strong level of resistance. It would be tough to break past the 200 EMA, so be very wary of that. And also the 50 EMA here on the 30-minute. This is going to be an area kind of like it's not as strong as the 200 EMA, but however, if you are expecting this to come down, retest the support, then break past once we do get to around this area, the 24.05, and it does kind of start to use it as a resistance and it's not able to break above, I would definitely look to get out of my position there, strictly on the short term, just because you don't want to be in the position if you are already in profits when it starts going down. You want to make sure you're insuring those profits. So just to kind of give you guys a visual on how I see this stock kind of playing out, we are probably most likely going to get a retest of the support. So you'll probably see a bearish candle, and then hopefully it will kind of, not be able to break past this support. If it does get a break past this support, we can expect it to fill this, these candles, this kind of range and test this support. However, if it does keep this as a support, we can then expect to take it off the break of the low of this next candle here, and we will be taking it off up to this next resistance. So this is our play. We would keep stops just below this kind of support, just in case. And now this area of entry is not exact. I obviously cannot tell you exactly where the candles are going to be or how they're going to play out in the future, but this is just kind of my guess of how it's going to play out. The stop is just below the support because, however, if we do get, if it does kind of change its momentum and start to come back down and does break the support, we then do not want to be in the move anymore. The move will be over. It will have more bearish momentum, so we do not want to be in any buys. We want to be fully out. But however, if things do go our way, we do get a break of this 50 EMA and we come up to test this first partial profit here at 25.21. We will then be taking out some of our position and then moving our next price target up to here at the next 200 EMA, our next resistance. Price will then be coming, if I can get it to move. There, price will be moving up to here. And then as you can see here, we have a huge kind of stop loss. And this is a lot of kind of area to let us come down into the negatives. We don't want to be in it if it does start to if it does come up to this resistance and it cannot continue further up. So we want to make sure we're ensuring profits and move this up just again below this kind of resistance. This can be anywhere you guys are willing. If you guys really want to stay in this position, you could keep it a little farther, probably come down to this 50 EMA if you guys want to ensure you're staying in this position a little longer. It's just kind of wherever you're comfortable at taking profits at. If you're comfortable with this coming back down into this area and taking profits here, then that's fine. It's just up to you and whatever you're comfortable with. But then if we do get up to here on the 200 EMA and we get a break, we'll be coming up to this next resistance here at 28.57. Moving our take profit, we'll be taking partial profit here. And then our final take profit would be up to here at 28. Price would be here, and then we could then probably move this up to here on this next resistance or wherever you guys are comfortable taking your profits at. But I think that's all the things I had to talk about with Palantir today. If you guys found value in this video, go ahead, give a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and I also have my Instagram linked down below if you're interested. But as always, good luck on the charts today. Get some money, get after it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.